What's going on, people? Welcome back to an opposition preview. I'm joined by a very special guest to talk about a very small club as we're facing them on the weekend. Joined by Maz from Seagulls Social to get all the insights ahead of the game. As always, if you did enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe, and also make sure to check out the Seagulls Social as well, because they've done a little preview as well, talking about why they will be losing the game for various different reasons. But Maz, before we start the show, it's been a while since I spoke to you about Brighton. And
A
I
lot's
heard that you're
happened, D. A lot's happened.
Yeah, I heard that you're flying out ahead of this game. The fact that you don't want to face a result.
Yeah, something like
That's
that.
right.
Yeah, something like that. I'm running
Yeah.
scared from the
So
Palace.
So you're actually not going to be at the game.
No, unfortunately not. It's a shame actually, because funny story actually. I don't know if I ever told you this, but last season, when we equalised right last minute, I don't know if you remember that one. But
I remember.
I was in the away end, funny enough, as in I was in your end. I was in the home end for you boys, and it was incredible scenes. It was beautiful. I got to record the Palace fans in meltdown when we scored that last minute equaliser.
It's
So
fine.
yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame I can't do
Yeah.
the same this time round.
Yeah, you won't be able to do this. Oh, that's when Neil Morpay was giving it to the family stand. Oh yeah, I think it's that one. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah. But look, talk about your season. I have to give you respect, because you lot have actually done bits. Like, you've been performing well after Potter. I thought you'll fall off. How's it been being a Brighton fan this season? It's been a bit different than usual, hasn't it?
By different, I'm assuming you mean better. But no, it generally has been incredible. Like, madness, what De Zerbi's done, especially after losing Potter. As you were very quick to assume that we thought it was all going to be a meltdown, and it's been quite the opposite actually. I think we've actually got better since Potter left, which is which is crazy. But no, like, all joking aside, he's actually made us a much better, a more clinical team. As we always joked, like XG merchants. We weren't scoring enough goals, and generally De Zerbi's changed that. And it was always about he doesn't have the players. Potter doesn't have the strikers. He's not got the team that he wants really. And every time they won't sign a striker, but it looks like actually we did have the players all along. It was just they weren't being used the right way, or in a different system. The way Zerbi sets up the team, who he's got available to him now. Yeah. So yeah, it's an interesting one. I'm not going to properly slag off Potter, because he was incredible for us. Like, he gave us some of the best years as Brighton fans. But since he's left, things have actually got better, which is crazy to say. And we are playing very good football at the moment. So, but we just know it's when it comes up to Palace, it's just all going to go to shit.
Exactly. Like, we're fluky. I can admit it. We've been so fluky against you guys in the past, and I don't know how we managed to get results against you guys. Considering with Roy, I remember Roy against Potter, we still managed to do it. So
I think we haven't beaten you in 6 games. 6 games we haven't beaten you in. Yeah, so
that's because you're a small club, but it happens.
I think, do you know what? The last time was it Anthony Knockout, I think, when we beat you 3-1.
Potentially, that was years.
I think that was years ago. Yeah, when we had that green kit.
Years ago.
Yeah,
I can't remember when. Yeah, I think it's been about 1,000. There's a Twitter account for it. I think it's about 1,400 days since you last beat us.
That's cool.
That's
cute.
As we recorded this.
That's a Twitter account. That's cute, man. That's cute.
Counting the days that
obsessed.
you last beat us. But what's the expectations for this season? What do you actually expect from the season? You said that you've improved. Is it now European spots? Top 4? Top 5?
Yeah.
Top
No. I think top 6 is a bit of a stretch. There's a long way to go. The season's very. We forget the World Cup obviously interrupted the season, so we all think, oh yeah, we're in February, we're flying, but there's a long way to go. There's still a lot of games to play. I think realistically, I want us to do better than 9th, which was what we did achieve last season. So anything 9th and above, I'll be happy with. But if I really want to push the boat out, Conference League, I think we can do it. European Football Conference League.
Especially if you play like you've been playing so far. I think you got a talented squad. You got a manager who gets the best out of these players. So you should be pushing for that. And I'll be honest, I think you can potentially finish in the top 6 or top 7. I wouldn't write you guys off, honestly. I know you're trying to play it cool right now and all of that, but I wouldn't write it off. I think Brighton, if you consider Brentford are solid as well, but when you look at that patch, I mean, Tottenham got a result against Man City, but teams that you guys can beat and have already beaten as well, because you've been
generally, I feel like other teams. Not saying that we're not winning by merit, but I feel like a lot of us teams are weaker this season. So that is helping us generally. The other teams being poor. You look at Liverpool, you look at Chelsea, they're having a stinker of a season. So obviously that does, by default help us look better. Yeah. But at the same time, we are playing attractive, good football. We're scoring goals. I think we're the top or third. I want to say first or third highest scorer since the turn of the year, which is pretty impressive in the Premier League in any season.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's something good going on there. It's just we keep getting dismantled. Everyone keeps taking our players. They keep taking our manager. Even today, Deserbi got linked. I don't know if you've seen. He's been linked with AC Milan today. So it's just
I saw it. Look, you can go
long,
before the
man.
weekend. I mean,
It's
AC Milan need a new manager before the weekend. I'll take it. I'll take
your
it.
tweet
Bring
cracked me
back
up, to
Chris
be fair.
Hughton.
Yeah, Chris Hughton.
He suits you guys. I'll take that, man. I'll take that. But hopefully, Deserbi can leave Brighton as well, and then you guys can come back down to reality and come back down, below us. But you'll probably finish above us this season. And if you don't, then just liquidate your club because this is your perfect opportunity.
I'll take that.
Finish above us. But in terms of the players that's on form, I know Mitoma is the one, but is there anyone else that we should be watching out for?
Yeah, I mean, Matoma aside, Solly March has been Caicedo, Solly March, which is a surprising one. Even us as Brighton fans weren't really expecting him to be one of our stronger performers, but he's added goals and assists now to his general play. And every manager that's come in, when De Zerbi first came in, he mentioned Solly March by name in his press conference as one of his key players going forward. So I think that says a lot, especially coming from a good manager like De Zerbi. So yeah, Solly March is a bit of a surprise package, I suppose. As you mentioned, Caicedo, we all know his qualities. McAllister in the centre of the park. I think that's where the game will be won if it is going to be won. I think that midfield pivot of Caicedo and McAllister against your midfield, I'll be honest, I feel like they're definitely the stronger pairing when it comes to that midfield battle. Yeah. So I think that's where the game's going to be won. I feel like if McAllister and Caicedo turn up and having Pascal Gross or Lallana in that attacking midfield position, I feel like it's a really decent little trio in that midfield, which can control the game and really take it to Palace.
What about any weaknesses? Do you have any weaknesses? Surely you must. You're not first.
Yeah.
In the league.
No. Of course, you got weaknesses. There's definitely
What's your
bits
main weakness?
Do you know what? I wouldn't say it's a main weakness, but I'd say defensively we're not as solid as we were under Potter. I feel like we've got better going forward, but then under De Zerbi defensively, maybe because he's so focused on the attacking play, defensively maybe he's not fully. And to be fair, there's been a few injuries. Like we had Colwell came in who done really well. Him and Dunkey looked really solid, and then he got injured, and then Webster's slowly coming back in, and Joel Veltman obviously sort of switches in and out from that centre back position as well. So I wouldn't say it's a weakness, but if there was something maybe defensively we're not as solid as we were, and then what other sort of weaknesses would we have? I suppose. Yeah,
there isn't much, is there?
There isn't that much. I would say, before, again, under Potter, I would have said, let's say if this was take it after when he left after the Leicester game, I would have said XG, going forward, not scoring goals, but we're doing that now. Like we are scoring goals now. That was our biggest weakness, was we couldn't finish our chances. We were so. I don't know what the opposite of clinical is, but we were that. It was like so frustrating watching us trying to go forward, and like it was all fancy, nice looking, nice going forward, and then we couldn't score. So we've actually now can do that, which is a nice thing, nice change.
It is what it is. But then again, when you always face us, you somehow just seem to struggle. I mean, we mentioned that you didn't beat us for quite a while. And there's been other stuff as well, like with you guys' obsession about changing from the Dolphins to Seagulls and stuff like that. I mean, you are quite obsessed with us. You are.
I mean, didn't you say that you got a Twitter account dedicated to when you last beat us? I don't know who's obsessed, but
that's not my Twitter account. But
no, I'm just saying, there's a club.
There's a Palace fan out there that counts up the days. It's not a bad thing.
I think I saw on Twitter, was it some guy got cussed out for his missus being a cheat, or he's a cheat or something? I saw that on.
What does that have to do with Palace?
You're a mess.
You guys changed from Dolphins.
Your fans
to
are a
mess,
bro. Your fans are a mess.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. We're talking about fans. Wait, aren't you the same club that supports Chelsea, Arsenal, as well as Brighton? Don't you have that fan base?
See, you see me. I'm a purist.
I've
been there since the Dean days, bro. I've been there since the Dean days.
No, but that's you. If I go to Twitter right now, I see lots of people.
Palace will definitely have good people like that. 100%. There'll be people that support Man United and Liverpool.
No. We don't have that. If I go on Twitter right now, I am seeing Brighton /
What's
Arsenal.
Twitter, bro? We're talking about real life. We're talking about
No,
real
no,
life, bro.
no. Even
Do
in real life,
do a petition at the stadium. Do a petition at the
Okay,
stadium.
you
Ask
have
them who they support.
your atmosphere. Well, I don't know about this season. In general, your atmosphere isn't that great.
No,
Is
no,
it?
no. I'll give you that. At the Amex,
Because
we
majority of
don't
the
have an
time they have to go
intimidating.
watch their actual teams play. Brighton is like the second team. That's the thing.
No,
They
no.
have to go see.
No,
check the
yeah,
Arsenal
okay,
play.
yeah, cool. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Growing up, yeah. So obviously, I'm 31. So growing up for me, it was always Brighton for me personally. But then there's a lot of the younger generation who didn't have. Basically, as soon as you got to the Premier League, it's more attractive in it. So
No,
prior
but we
to
had
that,
that as well, man. You can't say that. We had that as well. What?
no, but
Palace was
you've been in
always
the Premier League
attractive.
much longer than us.
Okay, what? 10 years? How long have you guys been in Prem?
5, half of that time.
Yeah.
But you've been in the
Come on, you can't.
but
We didn't
historically,
have that phase. We didn't have that phase. We didn't have that
you
phase.
definitely would have 100%.
No,
You've been a small club, bro. You still are, but
we're a small club. You're literally smaller than us. You're literally smaller than us. If you ask right now, neutrals might say Brighton are bigger because of how well they're doing, but literally,
yeah, right now we are.
Don't forget that we tend to always finish above you, and there's a reason for that. We always tend to finish above you. You're
last
the
season
club, huh?
Last season, did you finish above us?
Yeah, you finished higher last season,
this
and
season?
maybe this season as well. But if you look at the whole,
so the tide's changing, baby. The tide is changing.
If you look at the Premier League as a whole, we do always finish above.
There's a new boss in town, baby. There's a new boss in town.
The new boss in town. The new boss is leaving for AC Milan in about 5 days. So you can't know about the new boss. You won't be having it for too long.
I can't wait.
We spoke about the reasons why Brighton is a small club, and there's many. And of course, we can't keep going for long because you actually have to go to sleep and then wake up to fly away from all them Brighton problems they're gonna have this weekend. But score predictions, Maz, how you feeling? Are you confident? Because
man.
I'll be honest, I'm not that confident as a Palace fan. I ain't, even though we managed to get results against you guys despite playing absolutely awful. But do you think this might be the year?
Yeah, bro, this is light work, man. No, all joking. All joking aside, it will be a tough game as it always is against Palace. It's never an easy game as we've seen historically. We don't really like playing against you for some strange reason. But this season, genuinely, I feel like if we're going to do it, it has to be this year because we're playing very well. Like on paper, not to sound like a Love Island contestant, but on paper, we are much stronger and we look better than you in every department. But that's not to say that you can't nick a draw or even get the win. Like we've seen you do it multiple occasions in the last couple of seasons where you haven't been playing your best football, but you've got results out of. I remember the Mateta goal at the Amex was just like we battered you the whole game, and then Mateta just popped up. So we know you can do it. That's not the issue. It's just what Palace will turn up. And I know you guys are missing. Potentially Anderson's back. Yeah, Zaha's out, and then Anderson's potentially back, right?
I'm not quite too sure. I don't know if he's back for the game, but he's been out with an injury. If Anderson's back, of course, that helps us.
Yeah,
but saying that, even if Anderson's back, you've been the better side this season. We've been too inconsistent, and at times we haven't played some good football.
I've enjoyed your tweets this season, by the way. I've been enjoying your tweets this season. I've been seeing the meltdowns during games.
I'm not really on Twitter as much. I'm not really on Twitter as much this season, so I don't know what tweets you've been seeing. Maybe Palace fans in general.
What, during the games when I see you live tweeting about how shit you are? It's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful. It's lovely to see.
After the game, we'll see who keeps his energy up after the game.
No, but genuine question. With like, I would love to hear. I actually haven't heard a Palace perspective. I know I know this is your show, but I want to ask you what are your thoughts going into this one? I know you said you're probably the least confident you've been, but you genuinely think
I'm nervous. I'm nervous, but I know that we can get a point against you guys. Yeah. I know that we got that performance, and history showed that as well. We've been much worse in the past, but the fact that Wilf is out of the game, that kind of hurts. But I'm pretty sure there's been games where Wilf hasn't played against you guys in the past as well. Where he's missed the Brighton game. I'm pretty sure
he loves playing us though, doesn't he? He loves playing against us.
Yeah, I mean he lives rent free in you guys' head. Let's just say that.
I think we live rent free in his head. I think that's the opposite way.
I don't think so. I'll tell you that it's worth more than Brighton Football Club as a whole. But
is that why he wants to leave every season? Is that why?
Well, yeah. He wants to leave, but he's been valued so higher than Brighton Football Club. That's why he wasn't able to leave. But look, I'm nervous, but I feel like we could still get something out of the game. So let's talk about score prediction. I'm going to go for 1-0. What about you?
You're going to go 1-0.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think you'll score. I think you'll definitely score against us.
We're not good in attack, by the way. That's the funny thing, and we're missing Wilf.
But
So,
the thing is,
that's
what? So who's likely to start up front? Edward or
Edward, Elise, and Jeffrey Schlupp. That's a left
what?
winger.
As the front three?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
So,
too bad. Do
you
you know what?
might change that about because
I
you might
generally
play
love.
Ayew.
I love Elise. I think Elise is class. I generally think he's such a good player.
Just one man. That's what I'm a bit worried about.
Yeah,
One man. You can easily just try to stop him. That's what I'm worried about.
clamp him
But
down.
what were you saying?
I reckon. So I think you'll score. I'm going to go with 3-1 Brighton. 3-1 Brighton. I think Matoma will get a goal.
Just go back to sleep, man. You go back to sleep.
Who else you got?
3-1. Clearly, you're still dreaming.
I said 2-1 in our preview, but now I've spoken to you. I feel like 3-1 is definitely the one.
See, I'm playing the mind games. I'm giving it the confidence just so it hurts you even more when you don't beat us. That's a tactical mind game.
I think this year will be the year, you know. I think this year will be the year. I think this year will be the year we beat you.
Yeah. Maybe. Keep thinking that. Maybe it could be the year. But let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. How do you see the game going? If you have enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And also make sure to check out Maz's channel along with others there as well on Seagulls Social. I'm pretty sure they'll be crying about the game after Saturday. Well, look, that's it from me and Maz. And until next time, up the Palace.